Hello gamers and welcome to Kaiserpunk, a grand city builder in an alternate 20th century setting by Overseer Games. And yeah, they've patched it a little bit, and I've now got the chance to play it as well. And in my KaPoTA series, Keep and Play or Throw Away, I'm going to play 2 hours, which is the magic Steam deadline for refunds, and give you my honest opinion on the game. And in 4 videos, 30 minutes, about 30 minutes each. And you can also, let me know if you want to see that as being a let's play, maybe. Yeah, but we'll see about that. Let's first jump right in to the tutorial, because that's what I would do. Learn to build and evolve your capital from grounds up and set up complex production chains. Here we go. Okay, you can use slots. It's good. Outposts are perfect targets for pillaging resources and crippling the enemy's military supply chains. That sounds interesting. Chapter 1, Daring to Hope and Daring to Dream. With the war raging on pointlessly, the governor and his men took their fate into their own hands. Exhausted and desperate, they sought refuge in the nearby town. Their dreams and hopes were simple, a hearty meal and roof over their heads. With no one pointing a gun at them. We grow great by dreams. Woodrow Wilson. Continue.
A battalion of battle-weary soldiers, having deserted the relentless conflict, returned to their once familiar land, only to discover a haunting sight, a desolate wasteland of ruins. Amidst the crumbling remains of a nation, they encounter the lingering echoes of war, grappling with the ghosts of their past and the harsh realities of a world forever changed. Undeterred, they rally together, fueled by a resilient spirit to rebuild not just their lives, but also their shattered nation.
Commander, this ruined village is teeming with bandits. Before we even think about returning to civilian life, we need to clear them out. Our men are battle-hardened veterans, and this should not pose a challenge to them. Give the word and we will march in. It's really interesting that it's kind of like a combat game. I recognize some of these uniforms. Grenadier unit. Or what's left of it. Yesterday's friends became today's enemies. I guess war has taken a toll on everyone's minds. Be on your guard, Commander, for we do not know if we have seen the last of them. After cleaning up the corpses, we must fix this rundown village. I'll organize our men to salvage what they can while you set up the base, Commander. With skill and some luck, we might salvage something useful. Okay, there's a tractor. Wheelbarrow. People working and repairing. It's very cinematic. It's pretty cool. Lots of details. All the different crafts are shown. And there we go. Commander, here to report. Our men have cleared most of the ruined village. While clearing, they salvaged and preserved what materials they could for future building projects. It is a shame that so much of it has been brought to ruin by the war. Use these resources well. Rocky start, but it is a start, Commander. Or should I say Governor? Welcome to the world of Kaiserpunk. Before you embark on the arduous journey of reclaiming and rebuilding the world, we are going to review the basics. For starters, we need to check the surrounding area. WASD, Q and E, middle mouse button. Very good. Well done. So many details. I mean, it's very nice. Well done. Now that we have the lay of the land, we can start with the real work. You can zoom out quite a bit as well. That's something I also enjoy. Governor, our men are without shelter. At this point, they are basically homeless. I suggest we build some basic shelters for our men before we do anything else. That's a good idea. Show housing. Okay, lots of different housing options. Now here we got laborer housing, low density housing for laborers. Cost 10 wood for 30 laborers. And 1 development points is the cost. Or is that something we get? Is that like tooltip? I don't know if it's like a, we can go inside it like a nested tooltip. I'm pressing shift and control, it's not, and right mouse button, but that's not it. What I do like is that we see the hotkeys. So in the world of Kaiserpunk, you will find that there are 4 tiers of citizens. Laborer, blah, 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 available to you. Each tier is suited for its own tasks and respective production buildings. As you progress, the need for specialized workers will increase. So contract. Okay, how can I turn? Is it V maybe? No. Tab? No. How can I turn that? Well, let's just right mouse button. It's not it. Up there. R for rotate. Okay. And B for cycle models. That's pretty cool. Nice. Oh, that's a lot of different models actually. So what I want is this. And then let's rotate and put one here as well. With new housing, our men can now properly head to work, knowing that they have a roof over their heads. Thank you, Governor. Governor, our buildings need a connection to our headquarters in order to make them operational. I suggest you build some roads to connect them. Let's do so. There are lots of road options as well. That's very interesting. We're going to start with the dirt road. 13 days, but it's for free. Now that's done. I advise that you use roads every time you build something. Without roads, buildings and transport can't work properly. Governor, our men will have located ruins near our position. If the report is true, it seems that they are in repairable condition, and we might be able to use them for ourselves. If we repair them. After the repairs, we have to look for a way to move the houses closer to our base. Okay, let's repair the buildings. Which buildings do we need to repair? These. Okay, there's something here. That's good. Is that the buildings? Rectify. Additional commands. In Kaiserpunk, your mistakes can be rectified quickly and easily, while building more buildings the way you like it will not require multiple clicks. Just 1 or 2 will suffice. In the lower left corner, you have several commands that you can explore at your own leisure. Demolish, copy, move, and repair. Okay, that's the move that we're going to need. Demolish destroys and refunds some of the resources. Move, you can target a building or more of them, and move or rotate them to your own pleasure. That's actually quite interesting and rather unique. If you wish to build identical set of buildings on another plot of land, this is the right command. Copy. Okay, but what I do want to do now is repair. 10 laborers bearing scars from both weathering and war. And the resilient building stands weather-beaten and shrapnel-scarred, a testament to enduring strength. Despite visible wounds, with careful restoration, this structure could be transformed and renewed. Let's go for it. There's no one walking there, it's just kind of like happening. and it's reducing my my work. But I just have to pause for 1 second. Just 1 second. I need to go on the phone. Okay, I'm back again. Just had to do that. It was an important family matter. So I also stopped the time, obviously. So this is a really interesting touch, in my opinion, that you can move buildings around. It obviously helps a lot, in particular, if you don't know what the hell you're going to build, as the game progresses. We can see that there are like resource dots. I like that. It's interesting that we see everything already. There are more buildings that could be repaired. We reached a new development level. So I think this 1 point for development is something like development level that we can move up and stuff. Connected buildings 0 out of 2. So I do now want to move them. Can I click here as well? Yes, I can. Oh, nice. Okay. So this looks like a farm, right? So let's put some farms here. And let's move to the other building. It's marked in green. And it's also still... We're still in the same mode, which is good. I don't need to change the mode. Let's rotate this. Let's put it like so. And now let's connect them. And also let's build a road here. Scars of war might be present on these buildings, but our workers are there to provide care. Good. This looks like a farm. Oh no, it's actually not a farm, it's a house. It's more housing. Governor, our men are not able to properly feed themselves without food production buildings. For now, I advise rudimentary production of vegetables. So that would be this one. Oh, that's quite substantial. And this is like the area it needs to cover. And this is like where they can enter. So let's put the farm here. I like it that there's automatically like a circle around it. So we can adjust things. All citizens in Kaiserpunk have their sorted needs, from the simplest to the most complicated ones. If their needs are properly fulfilled, it will increase their morale. Your citizens will leave your town if you fail to meet their basic needs. Depot and transport lines. Kaiserpunk features a unique transportation system, using the depot to facilitate transport from one building to another in order to produce resources. The depot range is denoted in 3 lines, measuring the distance from the depot to the building and vice versa. Apart from transporting resources via depot, you can facilitate transport using a method known as direct link. Simply place the building chains one next to the other or within a minimum distance of each other, and they will transport resources among themselves. That's cool. With the direct link method, you will lessen the burden on your depot, but that does not mean that you will be able to facilitate production without a depot. To complete the production chain, you still need to build the depot. Interesting. So they produce vegetables. There's also an upkeep cost of 120 something cash. So let's build this first. And let's build a road. Now it would be cool to see the circle while I actually build the road. Can I do that? No, I can't. But I think it was like this. Yes. There we go. How can I stop this? Okay. Construct the depot. That's the depot. Let's put it in a very central location, like here, opposite our main building. No, let's put it on the side here, maybe. There will be more stuff going into there, so I want to build it here because there will be more above as well. So let's just put it like this. And now we need to produce the vegetables. In the meantime, we can kind of build the roads. I like the system that it kind of shows me where I'm going. But I do want to deactivate things. Did I click here correctly? Okay, it tells me to be able to speed things up, I think. I'm not 100% sure what this radius actually means, to be honest. Because food production is in this area, so I'm not quite sure what this circle means. You can see them being busy. Maybe I will be able to upgrade it. Yes. Storage and stuff, so I think maybe that goes there. But I don't know yet. Thank you, Governor. Our men are able to feed themselves and their families now. Governor, we are now slowly developing and we require additional building materials to keep expanding. I suggest we start the production of basic materials such as plywood. That's a very good suggestion, my friend. This should always go to the top when there's a new one. Kaiserpunk features a wide array of resources, from the most basic ones to very complex ones that require entire production chains. In order to produce them, you can always hover over the icon to check what they are used for and how to produce them. That's good. Switching the production. Production buildings in Kaiserpunk can produce one or more resources inside them. In order to observe or change the need of preferred resource, the player has to click the production tab button when in the building menu and choose the adequate resource for production. Okay. Construct building a forester. It's interesting that the game doesn't tell me where to build the forester, and I'm also not sure if he basically needs any trees around him, or if he just uses his own trees there. Let's just in case build him here. Let's connect the road. And we need to get some lumber yards. Lumberyard utilities produce plywood, a tier 1 construction resource, and the lumber used in the manufacturing of various products. So it will be interesting to also see if the what I wanted to say. Yeah, but it will be important to see what happens here. Set building to produce resource lumberyard lumber 1. Okay. Production. Lumber. So 1 is 1 out of 2. You go for lumber as well. Set building to produce resource lumberyard plywood. Ensure building is working. I'm not quite sure what they want of me now. Okay, I need 1-1. Building is not enough production resources. Okay, but that will happen. What do we have here? Nothing. Here we reach new development levels. Oh my goodness, there's a lot to do. in the different categories. Governor, the materials are rolling in and the men eagerly await new construction orders. If you need more plywood, do not hesitate to introduce new foresting areas and build additional lumber mills. Okay, Governor, it is time to dust off your thinking caps. I know it's been a while since we attended school and studied, but to build complex production chains, we need to study how to get there. Bear with me. I will show you where and how to find the proper information. You can access the menu by pressing the escape button or by clicking the dashboard icon. In here you will be able to access vital information regarding research, housing, diplomacy, and other things that will help you keep track of numerous things in the world of Kaiserpunk. Oh my god. Yeah, lots to research here. That's the research panel, Governor. In it you will be able to keep track of your research anytime you want. Now with things mulled over and knowledge gained, and with a little help from me and the citizens, you're ready to tackle the complex issues. Governor, our people ask for something to lift their spirits. We need something as simple as newspapers to provide them with entertainment. However, keep in mind that we will require electricity to start the production chain. Tiny Watch, unfortunately the world you play in has been ravaged by the Great War, and what used to be a common item, beer and newspaper, for most has now become a luxury. Luxuries play a fundamental role in Kaiserpunk. Just like basic needs, each citizen tier has its own luxury demands. If you meet these demands, you'll receive a bonus to your tax income. That's cool. Simply put, if you supply your people with luxury goods, they'll reward you with more money. Water and electricity. It would be best that you pay attention to your water supply and electricity. Most of the mid to late game buildings cannot function without them. Water is gained by building water pumps on water deposits, while electricity is gained through windmills or other buildings capable of producing electricity and distributed by substations. There we go. Let's go for a windmill. I think there's no hill of sorts, but we can put one here in the corner of the farm. I think there was some space. We need 2 windmills. Yeah, we can put one more here. At least one more, actually. I wonder if they always produce the same. Construct building power substation. And this is then distributing the power. Let's put that here. Construct building cellulose factory. It's gonna go here. And we need a road connection. Go this way, this way, this way, and this way. Just so that I don't forget. Ensure building is working. Yeah, the truck is picking up resources here. It does need it does produce cellulose using wood. So this is maybe the moment to build. Is it a cultivation building? No. It's not a mine, it's not a production building. Where was the forester? Here. Let's put another forester here. I think they just use their own territory. And if it's not a bit cramped, it's no problem. We can always move it around. I must not forget that. And do I have enough workers 35 unemployed workers. It seems they're now getting resources. There we go. And now we need to build a paper mill. It nicely fits here. Let's do it. Okay, now they are waiting for the resources from here. This seems to be like a direct connection marker, I think. The truck coming, they automatically spawn. It's the victory conditions, I guess. Achievement unlocked. Establish a direct resource, a transport link between two buildings. I think the green one here is the direct transportation link. There's no direct link. Okay, and then it goes to here. There's no direct link here, apparently. Construct building printing press to round things up. It will fit here. That's very nice. Buildings just pop up. We need more laborers, so let's actually build some more housing. And let's actually, I misclicked here a little bit. Let's move this here, and let's move this here. Good work on establishing the newspaper production, Governor. Unfortunately, the news section is limited, but the people are happy that they can read something. It is time for us to focus on bread production. Use what knowledge you've gained and build the bread production facilities. I've had enough of carrots. Okay, we're gonna do that in a second. I'm going to demolish this road here. And we're going to build a new one here. Okay, so we're going to need a farm. Farm, does it fit here? No, it does not. It will fit here. It's connected. Okay. Now we need a flour mill. I think this radius is maybe also the radius for, the direct connection. Get another building. And they just need some resources. And now we need the bakery. And let's put the bakery here. Let's put it here. Right opposite. It will be a good direct link. Low population count again. Yeah, we need more houses. Oh, I misclicked here. Did you see? There we go. Oh, they need to get some resources. Thank you, Governor. A diverse diet is the key to happiness. For if their primary needs are not satisfied, you'll find your men grumbling soon enough. Governor, now that their basic needs are met, our people are asking for something to lift their spirits. You've already provided them with newspapers, but they are requesting something extra, perhaps new clothes to help them feel renewed and civilized. Although producing clothes will put a strain on our water supply, don't forget to take care of that as well. So water supply will be a water pump. I think that needs to be put on this. Here we go. One more tile and then down. There we go. Nice and easy. Some stuff is a little bit streamlined, but it probably helps the overall. And I guess that the water tower distributes the water. Let's put it here. And then we need a cotton field. Same size, that's good. So let's put it here. And then we need, yeah, we've got the field. But they do need water. It might be outside of the range. Yeah, it's outside the range of the water, but that's not a problem. I can just move it around. Let's move it to here. I think this might be in range now. Yes, it is. And there's no depot nearby. There's a depot here. Oh, it's outside of the range of the depot as well. So we need to move it again, actually. Well, then let's put it here. It's just the humble beginnings anyway. And then we need a weaver. The weaver will go here. Insufficient workforce, build more housing. Here we go. I wonder if there can be traffic jams. I hope not. But I guess this will make roads faster, yeah. Costs more to maintain. Let's actually make this a gravel road. This is like my main road, industrial district kind of sort of road. At least down to here. And now we need to build the clothing. Yeah, that's probably where they... No, they produce the clothing, okay. You go here, direct connection. Negative electricity flow, we need more electricity. And we need to ensure it's working. It needs resources, but there's a truck coming. Let's speed things up a bit. Here you can see we're 1919 after the Great War. I already built some additional power plants. Oh, bloody hell. Not linked. Well, people are happy with the new clothes you provided. It may not seem like much, but these simple luxuries mean the world to them. Good work, Governor. Thank you. Governor, a word. If you can, everything is going according to plan. but we should prepare for the future. If we secure a stockpile of alcohol, we might attract new people to our town. That's very important. Perhaps one's more skilled than our laborers. To get our hands on some alcohol, we need to contact the elusive smuggler who deals in various goods. I'm sure he can supply us with the alcohol. Plus, we could sell him some of our surplus plywood. We've got more than enough. Okay, let me just quickly move this to here. And this as well. And this will actually conclude the first 30 minutes of gameplay. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until then, bye for now.